global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. The likes of Peter Obi, Alex Otti, Kenneth Okonkwo and top stakeholders in Labour Party have decided to come up together this time around to take back their party. We're going to give the full details on that. Remember fairly recently, Abure came up, gave a press release and was actually ready to sanction whoever that is an area member, regardless who's else being God. Well, a committee has been formed. Let's get into the full details of what they have decided to do. This time around, no sacred cow, even including Abure. Now, according to the news, Labour Party have decided over the Umuahia decision of 2024. Now, Labour Party lost the presidential and several states in 2023, not only because of external factors, but also because of the party's Abure Led national executives at the time prioritized sinking working funds for self-enrichment over polling agent empowerment and diligence in tribunal documentations. Now, let's not lose 2027 again by wrong decisions. Now, one, presently, millions of Nigerians who see the Labour Party through the lens of Julius Abure-led transactional leadership of graft and crime have lost hope in our party, stating that it is not different from APC and PDP. Two, additionally, and more critically, they wrongly use the Abure barometer to judge our top elected officials and apex leaders across the country. They speak stridently to our faces and in social media spaces that if the Labour Party's highest leaders could not since 2022, going to the third year, fix only one issue among many, then Abure Malese, how could they be trusted with federal power to fix in 4 or even 8 years Nigeria's pandemic, endemic and epidemic, the cancer of corruption ravaging the country? They asked. Here's the good news. Our leaders, Mr. Peter Obi, His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, are about to prove these assumptions wrong, as Obi promised Nigerians in his meeting with the Labour Party National Transition Committee (NTC) on July 25th and July 30th this year, that at the end of 2 separate meetings, the 2 foremost leaders of our party, elected officials and stakeholders are expected to come out of a historic roundtable which shall hold in Umuahia, the capital of Abure State, on September 4th, 2024, with what we believe will be impeccable and permanent solutions. Now, these are decisions which NTC, Labour Party members nationwide and Nigerians in general are optimistic will reflect their well-known advocacy for good governance, rule of law and true democracy through commitment to the principles of integrity, justice and corruption-free leadership. Now, the NTC, all genuine well-meaning Labour Party members home and abroad understand that the Abure era is a dark page which is irreconcilable, opposed to the ideals which Peter Obi and Alex Otti stands for. This is also why we are confident that the forthcoming Peter Obi Alex Otti superintended stakeholders meeting shall provide a magna carta of progress which will bring lasting healing and restoration of the hope and faith of obedient flocks who departed to the 2 Sodom and Gomorrah political parties of Nigeria before now because of the sad, protracted leadership crisis, misnomer, which Julius Abure and his co-conspirators emblemized. A new charter of progress that will bring our precious flock back home to the green, incomparable ideological pasture of the Labour Party's founding fathers. Now, NTC notes with pride that in the history of Nigeria, no former leader, least of all an accomplished ex-governor and industrialist, ever betrayed themselves and rose above the comfort zones of their superlative personal well-being to return to the public space with such courage of conviction and precision of ideology to confront headlong on Nigeria's dangerous behemoth of corruption in the fearless, selfless, life-risking manner as Peter Obi has done and continues to inspire our country's poverty-devastated population to do in the process. Obi has conquered the imagination of millions of Nigerians, entire African socio-political audience, and the international community as one platform. Patriotic recent wrote can be seen in the accompanying video of one of the messages Peter Obi wrote. He said, look, message below, Peter Obi said, Peter Obi is not only a threat to Nigerian looters, but to their accomplices overseas in Europe and America. That's what Patriot wrote about him. And the imperialist powers know that he would change the narrative. Nobody would have bought $150 million aircraft under Peter Obi. Nobody would have spent 1 billion naira to buy a presidential car under Peter Obi. Nobody would go for medical treatment overseas under Peter Obi. Similarly, no governor in the history of Nigeria within the pendulum of less than 2 years has proven and achieved from the hitherto false narrative of low state revenue such a dramatic panorama of infrastructure revolution, all without borrowing, as Governor Alex Otti has achieved in Abure State. NTC is proud to observe that Otti achieved this epic feat for Abure State in just 13 months after 24 years of ruthless corruption and graft under PDP state capture since 1999. Now, without the smallest iota of self-interest whatsoever, it is for the above superlative records of our leaders, His Excellency Peter Obi and His Excellency Alex Otti, that the Labour Party NTC stepped into the ring to promote and safeguard the achievement of these two icons of our time against the desecrating, nationally embarrassing, defamatory tyranny of the inglorious and fortunately expired Abure NEC. Now, we hereby call on all true Labour Party members and Nigerians in general to join hands with the NTC and the anticipated positive outcome of the Umuahia Roundtable to expand Labour Party's goodwill and the excellent reputation of Peter Obi, Alex Otti, other performing elected state and national officers of the Labour Party as modern Nigerians leadership paragons for voters' value to our party on the runway to 2027. This is the goal of NTC. In conclusion, the above mission can best be realized through the commitment of stakeholders to the conduct of constitutionally compliant state congresses, culminating in an all-inclusive national convention, an ideal which millions of Labour Party members, obedient and well-meaning Nigerians nationwide believe that the forthcoming Umuahia Roundtable would identify come September 4, 2024. I'll take that again. It will be taking place in September 4, 2024. Now, Nigerians of all states, zones, tribes, faith await decision of wisdom from this. Long live Labour Party of Nigeria. Long live Obidient Worldwide. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And this is signed by Comrade Abdulwahid Omar, Chairman, Labour Party National Transition Committee. Remember, a committee was formed. It's called the National Transition Committee, to see to it that some of these issues are being dealt with and tackled. I guess this is what they have decided, that there has to be a stakeholders meeting, and of course, all the monies and funds that were lost during the build-up of the election, the Umuahia Congress that took place and all that, should be addressed once and for all. It's a way to go if they can find a way around it. And by the way, a quick one, the likes of His Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha is seriously looking into coming to Labour Party. Of course, he's been watching from sidelines to see how to tackle the issue of internal crisis going on, but let's see how it plays out. I do know that Abure will not go without a fight. He has already given a press statement that every member should be sanctioned. This is now coming from stakeholders in Labour Party. Say, come 4th of September, there will be a Congress holding Umuahia, and the sacrosanct, and they are all invited, even including his government.
Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.